After dinner, I'm walking back to my room when I notice the door is already open. I peek through the gap to see who's inside. It's Ellen! She's folding up some clothing, probably putting her laundry away. Wait a minute, that's Virginia's dresser she's opening. Why is Ellen rummaging around in our roommate's stuff? I haven't made a sound, she doesn't know I'm here yet. Ask her what she's doing. If you want to know something, why not just ask? What are you doing?
Oh! Sorry, I didn't see you there. I'm just tidying up a little.
Yeah, but isn't that Virginia's stuff?
Yes.
Why are you tidying up her things?
Because she doesn't do it herself.
She's making you be her maid?
No!
At this point, Virginia returns to our shared room. Hey guys, what's up? Why are you making poor Ellen into your slave? Huh?
She's not.
Excuse me. Just what is going on here? I shake my head. I think I'm obviously confused about something.
She saw me putting away some of your clothes.
Oh, it was you that's been doing that?
I'm sorry, I just hate messy rooms.
No, it's my fault. I'm not very good at picking up after myself. Mom always does it for me at home. Still, I didn't think it was too bad yet. We've only been here a week.
I hate having things out of place. It makes me feel nervous.
I don't know if I can make things perfect all the time. We have to live together for a year without driving each other crazy. How can we work this out? You said you didn't know if you could keep things clean, but that's probably because you don't know how. If Ellen teaches you how to clean a room properly and gives you reminders, I'm sure you can do it. I suppose. It's not a perfect compromise, but it's hard to reach a perfect agreement between 3 different people. I'm awakened early on Saturday morning by a tap at the door, followed by a faint hissing sound. What's going on? I stumble out of bed to find 3 envelopes have been pushed under the door to our room, each marked with one of our names. Hey, money's here! Each envelope contains $5, the weekly spending allowance for Iris Academy students. Is that a lot for America? Because when I was young and I would get allowance, I got £20, which I think is about $30 these days. So is $5 allowance a lot in America? Are things just really cheap in America? I don't know. I only go to California, which I guess you could consider Mexico.
If it's our money, why can't they just give it to us all at once?
I guess they don't trust us not to spend it all at once. Just to clarify, I don't actually think California is Mexico. I know it's America, but history. And then run out and complain.
Well, that might teach people to plan ahead.
This way it still teaches people to plan ahead. If you want to buy anything really cool, you've got to save up.
But you're missing the important...
Oh, but you're missing the important part. It's Saturday, and that means a trip to the mall. I didn't think you were a shopaholic. I'm not, but it's great to get out and look at something other than school for a while, isn't it? Also, they have ice cream and penny candy and really big cinnamon cookies and...
We get the idea.
Since I've been there before, I can show you guys around.
What about studying?
You have plenty of time for that during the week, right, Linda? It's the first week, so I think I should stay at school. Sorry, I don't want to go out today. You're used to all of this, but this is new to me, and I'm still picking up the basics.
If we prepare ourselves now, it should make the rest of the semester much easier.
Well, whatever. Next time, I guess?
Sure.
Sick. On Sunday morning, I sleep in. There aren't any school activities today that I know of, and I haven't made plans with anyone, so there's nothing else to do. Which just made me realize, I miss my family. I'm not used to being completely out of contact like this, and there aren't even any phones in the dorms, so I can't call home. Dad promised he and Mom would write, but I haven't received anything. Maybe they were too busy on the first day. Maybe mail was slow. I'm sure I'll hear from them soon. No phones, no computers, no television. It doesn't matter much during the week when I'm busy with classes, but on a day like today, it leaves me feeling restless. I think I'll go outside. It's a beautiful campus. I'm careful to stop when I want to admire something rather than keep walking and risk another collision. But while flowers and paved walkways are nice, what I'm really looking for is something a little more open. I follow the paths away from the main buildings towards grassy fields. We could play games out here if we borrowed some balls from the gym. I wonder if Virginia was serious about starting a sports team. Hey, I think I see her up ahead. She's talking to someone I don't know. I hurry to catch up.
Mostly girls again this year, isn't it?
Yeah, both my roommates are. I pause in mid-step. What's she talking about? Me and Ellen?
That could be a problem, eventually.
Ellen and I both had wild magic. Is that the problem?
Well, maybe more of us should drop out. The other way would be more fun. Maybe for you it would.
The wing girl laughs. What on earth are they talking about? This is silly. Spies never hear anything nice. I have no idea what they're discussing, and I shouldn't try to figure it out. I'll only come up with crazy stuff. I'm just going to walk away. At the end of the week, I get a chance to organize my thoughts and my belongings, as well as review the spells I've learned so far. Cool. Next week. Once again, we are all called to the gymnasium first thing Monday morning. Only this time, even more people are here. Is this a meeting of the whole school? What for? I asked Virginia if she knew what this was about, but she just grinned and said she couldn't tell me. Someone steps up to the podium, but it's not a teacher.
Good morning, everyone. My name is William Danson, and I am your incoming senior class president. But for the next week and a half, you will be calling me Sir William. I said that sentence wrong. Welcome to freshman initiation.
A magical initiation ritual?
Before we start, I'm required to give you some safety information. Nothing that happens this week should cause you physical harm, and if you are ordered to do something dangerous that you know is wrong, please go to a teacher immediately. Now, all of you freshmen, please line up. One at a time, come up on stage, announce your name and where you come from, and receive one of these initiation handbooks.
Okay. Students dutifully shuffle along, announcing themselves one by one. Some of them I've already met, some names are new. Suki Sato, Jamal Mir, Pastel Rao, Luke and Logan Pfeiffer. Then it's my turn. After I state my name, William hands me a stapled together paper booklet, and inside are a bunch of rules and a list of the members of the senior class, complete with black and white pictures of full names. According to this, we're required to memorize the names of all the seniors throughout the week, and we have to address them as sir or lady whatever. And there's more, we have to memorize a silly poem and recite it on command. We must never show our backs to a senior, we must never be taller than a senior, we must always respond to requests with... Wait, William's back at the podium.
Now, as well as serving and honoring the entire senior class, each one of you will become the property of one particular senior. Your senior is your master, your best friend, your worst nightmare, and your only protection from the rest of us. Stand and wait, and we will choose.
That went a little bit rapey there, I am not going to lie. He steps away from the podium while the freshmen look at each other nervously. The seniors start to move around the room, poking and prodding and calling out orders.
You're taller than my freshman. Get down to the ground.
Don't turn away from me, freshman. I'll see your back.
Ellen and I end up kneeling back to back, watching as the sharks circle.
You.
I look up to see a strange boy standing over me. Very strange. Even Pastel, the girl with fairy wings, look mostly human. According to this list of seniors, his name is Damian Ramsey, but what is he?
Linda LaQueer. I think you should be mine.
Okay.
Stand up.
But then I might be taller.
It's alright. You're with me. Nom 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 nom. You don't have to worry about the rules if I'm with you. Only what I say matters. Here, take my hand. I'll help you up.
Take his hand. With Damien's help, I climb to my feet.
Come on, I'll walk you to the door. You need to stay by me until you're out of sight of the other seniors, and then you can plan the rest of the week in peace.
What happens for the rest of the week?
More of the same, mostly. They'll boss you around when they see you, make you say embarrassing things, then on Friday everyone hugs and makes up. Don't let it distract you too much from your studies. You need to learn if you're going to keep up. I'd suggest studying blue magic this week.
Is that an order, sir?
It's just a suggestion. When I give you an order, you'll know. I will turn up to give you some instructions later in the week. I wouldn't be doing my job properly if I didn't give you at least a little bit of a hard time.
He grins and brushes the back of his hand against my cheek.
Good luck.
With a wave, he leaves me on my own. So what should I do this week? Should we, if the game is it's just a suggestion, that normally means do it. So. But then I feel like that's too much, because I still don't have anything in green or black, and the woman was like, every shade. So, it's a whole school year, so I'm gonna have the whole time to practice green and black, won't I? Yeah. Done. Sick. Sick. Sick! I'm walking back to my room when I hear someone yelling up ahead.
Lower, freshman!
Yes, Lady Angela.
Ellen bends her knees, but the older girl follows suit.
You're still too tall. Lower.
Poor Ellen tries to make herself even smaller. If that senior notices me, she'll just start yelling at me too. I can't make her stop, but I feel like I ought to do something.
Hey, leave her alone.
Is she yours?
She's a horse, and this is our hall. You go on now.
Whatever.
Sorry about that, kids. People ought to be safe in dorms and classes so they can get their schoolwork done. I know I'm not your senior, but if you really need help dealing with the others, just let me know. Thanks.
The older girl nods and goes back to her room, and I come out of hiding. Are you okay?
What? I'm fine. Everything's fine. Really?
I follow Ellen into our room.
Hey guys, how's initiation so far?
I'm not sure what the point is.
It's a bonding experience. How else would you know that you've grown up and become a real witch?
By casting spells?
Whatever. So who'd you guys get for seniors?
I got Balthasar Brundrick. He likes plants.
He really likes plants. I think he's got moss growing on him.
Your brother, William.
Oh, that's great. He'll be good to you. What about you, Linda?
Damien Ramsey.
Oh, no!
What do you mean? Oh, no!
He's evil.
What? What's so bad about him?
Look at him. He's a demon.
I can't believe you would judge someone by their... I can't believe you would judge someone by the color of their skin. It's not his fault he was born blue.
That's not the point.
All you've said so far is that he looks bad.
He's vicious.
Has he actually done anything wrong, or is he just grumpy? If people were calling me evil all the time, I'd be grumpy too.
Please, don't yell.
Whatever. You do what you want.
Look, if there's a real problem with him, tell me about it. She shrugs.
It's just rumors anyway. He's your senior now.
I'm hurrying across campus first thing in the morning when I spot Damien leaning against a wall.
Well, hello there.
Linda. Hi, sorry, can't talk right now.
What's the matter?
Big Steve said I had to get him a coffee right now. Well, he sort of growled it, really.
Who do you belong to, me or Big Steve?
Well, you, but
Then I think you have time to talk. Don't worry, I won't bite. It's just that I've been thinking about you. As your senior, I'm supposed to give you commands so that you can demonstrate your obedience. I have to make you do things you wouldn't want to. But I don't want to do anything that would hurt or upset you in front of people.
Oh, well, thanks.
So I thought of something else. Something you could do that no one else would have to know about. A little secret.
Like?
I want you to write me a love letter. Ah ha ha.
What?
An extremely romantic love letter. I want you to proclaim your undying passion in words with hearts and flowers and sealed with a kiss.
I...
See, you're embarrassed, and that makes it a good challenge for your initiation, and a good souvenir for me too. I've always wanted someone to write me a love letter. So you'll do it, right, freshman?
I'll do it.
Good girl. Hand it to me by midnight and your task is complete. And make sure it's juicy. You'd better be hurrying and get Steve's coffee now.
Right. We head off on our separate ways. That is creepy. I'm sorry. That's weird. No. That's creepy. Sick. I'm sitting at my desk, staring at a blank piece of paper and tapping my pencil absently. I just noticed this. Stress. Does that mean a thing? Wasn't there something about unwinding if you sleep when you have to do class? Maybe I'll try that in the next week.
Could you stop that? It's a slightly annoying sound.
Sorry. I flattened my hands on the desk's surface and tried to keep from fidgeting and sigh.
Are you doing homework?
No, I'm trying to write a stupid love letter.
A love letter?
Not a real one. It's for initiation. I'm supposed to write a really romantic love letter. But I have no idea what to say.
Oh, maybe you should just quote Shakespeare. Sonnets are romantic.
I don't think that counts as writing.
Sorry, I was never very good at creative writing. Oh, I have an idea. You don't have to copy a famous poem exactly, but they can still give you suggestions. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. So, compare him to something... something unusual.
Butter or knives? Okay, he is a demon, so his teeth are like knives, and his voice isn't fun to do, so... knives. So, like, the steel of a knife is not as sharp and as strong as your teeth.
That doesn't sound like much of a love letter.
Well, it's not supposed to be a real love letter anyway, right? And it's just supposed to be really over the top, so maybe I should stop trying to make it make sense. I look out the window. Your mind is like the sky. It's so huge, and when it gets dark, there are stars in it. That doesn't make much sense, but I'm sure I can make it sillier. I want to sail in those stars on my hoverboard and circle them with my magical pen to make them change color. Then I will bring them together in an explosion of romance. Yours, Linda.
That's very strange.
It means it's special.
I suppose.
I look at what I've written and frown. I don't think I have good love letter handwriting though, and I don't have any cutesy stationery.
I do. I could copy it over for you if you want.
Really? Thanks! I hand her my scribbled version and she produces a small pad of pink paper decorated with flowers. It's supposed to be sealed with a kiss. Do you think you'll know if I don't?
I don't know. There might be a spell for it.
I guess I have to then. Ellen copies my love letter and I fold it up and carefully kiss the center of the folded paper. I don't want a paper cut on my lip. Now I can deliver this thing and forget about it. Sick. When the professor arrives at class, we're all waiting quietly in our seats, and he proceeds to walk in front of the class and looks down at his desk and frowns. He picks up a folded piece of pink paper, holding it and pinched between a thumb and a forefinger, as if it were a particularly unpleasant bit of soiled laundry. Unfolding it gingerly, he begins to read it aloud. The steal of a knife. Oh, this is great. Okay. Woo! The steel of a knife is not as sharp and as strong as your teeth. Oh no! There are very few giggles quickly smothered in his gaze as sweeps the classroom. Want the author of this little massive care to identify him or herself? I've got a feeling if I don't, Ellen will get in trouble, so... With a gulp, I stand up. It's mine, sir. Ah, Miss LaQueer. And do you expect me to be flattered by your childish affections? What? Wait, no, it's not 10 demerits and detention this Saturday. But I didn't... Silence! In the interest of avoiding further disruption to today's lesson, I think it's best that you leave the classroom now. Or perhaps by tomorrow you will have had time to think about your actions. But I didn't do this. There's no point. He won't listen, and all I can do is slink out the room in shame. It's not fair. It doesn't make any sense. How did that letter possibly get here? I gave it to Damien. I stomp through the halls, driven by the fires of righteous fury. Even the seniors I pass my way don't challenge me. Falcon Hall, home of the pretty boys. He must be around here somewhere. Damien!
Ah, it's my favorite freshman looking for me.
I jab my finger into his chest. You gave my love letter to Professor Grabiner. You humiliated me in front of the entire class, and now I've got detention.
Oh no. Linda, I'm sorry.
I thought you were supposed to be my senior, my friend.
Oh, sweet girl, he sighs. This is all my fault.
Of course it's your fault. You did it.
That's not what happened. I was telling some of the guys how I'd made my freshmen write this letter for me, and I was showing off. They thought it was funny, the very idea of a girl writing a love letter to someone like me. And when I was at class yesterday, someone broke into my room and stole the letter.
Oh.
I thought they were only going to use it to tease me. I never imagined you would be hurt. I'll go to Professor Grabiner. I'll explain that I made you write the letter. If someone gets detention for this, it should be me.
Yeah. You're sure it's alright? I tried to explain, but Professor Grabiner wouldn't listen to me at all.
Well, you're a freshman. No one listens to them. I'm sure I can make him understand the truth. Everything will be fine. Besides, I'm your senior. It's my job to protect you.
Thank you.
Now, do I get a hug?
Okay. I reach out and give him a squeeze cautiously, but that seems to be enough to make him happy. You're a good guy, Damien.
I do my best.
It's not until after I wake up on Friday morning that I realize something. Something very important, which I should have occurred to me before now.
Virginia! Psst! Virginia, wake up!
What? It's Friday the 13th.
So?
Are there any special rituals we need to do, or to protect us from magical bad luck?
Oh, no. Friday the 13th is good luck when you're a witch. Oh. So, it's a good omen that our initiation finishes today. Now let me finish sleeping.
She pulls the covers over her head. Well, I'm already wide awake, so I might as well make an early day of it. As I'm walking through the halls, I hear the sound of familiar footsteps. Oh great, so much for this being a lucky day.
Good morning, Miss LaQueer.
Good morning, sir.
I believe that I owe you something of an apology.
An apology? I did not give you a chance to explain your actions because I believed I already knew the reasons behind them. You may not be aware, Mr. Queer, but it is considered a tradition in initiation to prank other freshmen and to proclaim their love for me, the very thought of which fills them with horror. I see. Since it was not your intent to disrupt my lessons, I will cancel your detention and return the 10 merits I took from you, and the other 10 for having the courage to admit, and another 10 for having the courage to admit that you had written the letter and an apology for the lesson you missed out on.
Thank you, sir.
Please, do not feel this makes us friends, Miss LeQueer. It is simply a matter of readdressing the balance.
Yes, sir.
Sick. Not sick. Oh.